Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, this is actually going to be a philosophical type of commentary, at least in my humble opinion. I might not necessarily be the best at this, and this might not technically be the most accurate representation of a philosophical commentary. But however though, I am really interested in that type of topic. I am really a big people person, and I like seeing how people interact in certain situations, and I just wanted to talk about this particular example because over the last couple of months I've been having these thoughts about things such as the games I play and just in general some of my personal hobbies. And just sometimes there's just days where I have a bad day and I genuinely wholeheartedly just feel like giving up, like putting in the towel, just not even trying. Like, why is it worth my time? Is it even really worth my time? Is it really, honest to God, worth a damn? And the answer is always coming back to this, and that's, why did I start in the first place? And that's because I enjoyed it. I was having fun with it, and then suddenly I get a little bit of a obstacle in my way, and I just suddenly have this nagging voice in the back of my mind. It's just like, stop, it's inconvenient, it's annoying, give up, stop, it's painful, it's frustrating, it's infuriating, stop, don't bother with it anymore, it's not fun anymore. And it's just like, well, at the same time, I also have this other, it's kind of like the devil and the angel's shoulder analogy. I don't know if you guys remember that from like Tom and Jerry when you were children. At this point, I'm honestly probably becoming Boomer John at this point, because even the Tom and Jerry cartoons are starting to become old for a lot of people. But basically, for those of you guys that don't know, I can't believe I actually have to clarify this, but there's this old analogy that there is a devil and an angel on your shoulder at all times, and the angel is the good side of your conscience and the devil is the bad side of your conscience, and they're both nagging back and forth trying to convince you what to do for certain situations. And basically, it all comes down to what you really believe, what you are as a person. Some people more likely are not going to listen to the devil, some are more likely than not going to listen to that angel. And the way I look at it is that when it comes to like giving up and motivation and just your discipline with things, a lot of that comes down to that little nagging voice. And for me personally, I go back and forth with this. That devil on my shoulder always pisses and moans and always just like, give up, this is inconvenient, stop it, this is really goddamn annoying. And if anything, the devil's goddamn annoying. And I'm trying my absolute hardest to listen to that angel, that last little beacon of hope that actually keeps me motivated, saying, keep doing this, you want to do this, this needs to be done, you're going to appreciate this in the end. Just do it, as Shia LaBeouf would say, or in this case, this angel. Maybe the angel is secretly Shia LaBeouf, I don't know. Anyway, but the whole entire point is that I want to express my opinions on giving up, why you shouldn't give up, and hopefully I can be the reason for you to achieve your goal that you want to be doing, that you might be having trouble getting motivated on, or might have trouble getting discipline on. So let's talk about this. Why is this important, and why should you care? Because at the end of the day, we only live once. I even believe that even if there is a heaven and a hell afterlife, your true life is once. You may have alternate lives, you might have, times where you've been born in different periods, or you might have that old soul analogy where you basically keep coming back. But I feel like that who you are as a person, it sticks with you even in those next lives. So I feel like whatever was the first person you are when you start fresh, that is basically like your clean slate, and then you can have the possibility of whatever you would like. You can do whatever you want, you can be whoever you want, etc, etc, etc. And in my humble opinion, a lot of people fail to realize that they have the possibility to literally do anything. And I really feel bad for the people that are in these ruts and feel shitty and don't know what to do, because I completely understand, and I've been there before. And I don't say this in the sense like, oh yeah, I feel for you, I can imagine what that's like. No, I've actually been in a rut where I felt like complete dog shit before. And so I don't necessarily give pity, I give empathy, because I know what that's like. And so this topic and this commentary is not only meant to explain the idea, but it's meant to motivate me and you as people, so we can all look back on this and be like, wow, this really inspired me. and now I actually am going to be achieving my goal. I'm going to bust my ass. I'm going to work hard every single day. And a prime example of this is two things. First of all, the example is the gameplay you're watching, because literally when it comes to Overwatch, I'm getting burnt out. I don't know if you guys have noticed this in these videos recently, but I truly, honest to God, love Overwatch. It's one of my favorite game series, one of my favorite universes of all time. But in my humble opinion, I played the game so much in a row, and it's not that I don't like it, I just need a break. Everything is good and balanced, and I haven't had the moderation with this game. I have played this game for like 4 years straight. I need a break. And I know that Overwatch 2 is coming out, and I'm trying to get my burnout before I end up getting Overwatch 2, because I don't want to get burned out as soon as Overwatch 2 comes out, because Overwatch 2 is basically Overwatch 1 with a campaign. I'm trying to beat myself to the punch. Now, in turn, my burnout is also at probably its highest that's ever been. So I'm trying to get the burnout over with, but and at the same time, the burnout is just like, okay, well, I want to not play now. And so what it is that it's this back and forth battle of like, do I want to play now? Or do I want to risk getting burnt out later? Or do I want to do this, that, and the other? And the answer always comes down to this, like I said at the beginning of the video, what is the whole entire point of why I started? Well, I love Overwatch, I love the universe, I want to get my goals before it's too late, because a lot of people wait till it's too late. A prime example of the gaming way that you can look at this is that with multiplayer games, I play the multiplayer before I do anything with the campaign. At least now that I have multiplayer games. Before I was just a campaign only type of game guy. But the reason why I play the multiplayer first is because you can't go back to some of these modern games even after a couple of years and play like you could when it first came out. Like you can't go back on like something like, let's say the old Call of Duty's like COD Ghost or Advanced Warfare and play like a full lobby like you normally can. Usually that's restricted to like team deathmatch and maybe one other game mode because no one else is playing. Like if you go on to COD Ghost, it's like 4,000 people on a good day, and now it's like a couple hundred on a good day. Or you can't play some games because they're hacked to crap, like even if they do have a high player base. Stuff like that. That's a prime example. Or in general, the game's just not necessarily that popular. I mean, how many times have you had a goal that you've been trying to get, and then by the time you get it, it doesn't really matter to you anymore? I'm trying to prevent that from happening. I don't want to get the goal and not care, but I also don't want to forfeit the goal because I don't think it matters. So the way I look at it is that I'm trying to do my best, I'm trying to stay motivated, I'm trying to stay disciplined, and I understand how that can be so entirely, like, the worst thing ever is just not having motivation. I completely understand that, but that's why I also recommend discipline. Discipline and motivation are like a yin and a yang, and they need to go together. The Overwatch gameplay was also an example. That last round you watched, just the whole game in general, I don't like playing on Horizon Lunar Colony either, and playing that round where I got a 25 kill streak is a perfect example. I wasn't expecting a 25 kill streak. Hell, I haven't gotten a 25 kill streak in Overwatch, let alone comp on Horizon Lunar Colony with a character I never use in like forever. I haven't done that. And I did that because I was like, screw it, I want to win. I'm tired of freaking losing, I'm going to win. I literally just said I'm going to win in my head. And I didn't BS it either. I committed to the winning in my head. Like, I had the confidence that I was like, okay, I'm going to win because I said so type of confidence. And look what happened, it did. Also, another thing is this YouTube video. This YouTube video is a mixture of motivation and discipline. Like, for example, I'm recording this right now at 2:30 a.m. in the morning after I've had a long day of work stressing about this coronavirus crap. And now I'm actually in here in my room at my computer recording the video anyway, because I know that this is going to be important to me when I wake up in the morning. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, look at that, I ended up being productive and being a responsible adult and achieving my goals and getting the things I want out of the way, instead of being like, oh god, I had to make another YouTube video again, I missed it, well, why did I do that? I could have just sat down in front of the mic for 5 minutes and talked about something. See, because this isn't necessarily difficult. Sometimes it's just like, oh, I can't think creatively because I'm on a brain fart right now. Like, I was thinking to myself, okay, what do I want to make for my video today? I could talk about this, I could talk about that, I could talk about this. Well, no, this isn't necessarily a popular topic. This is out of date. This is not necessarily the most interesting. I don't really feel motivated to do this. We all have those moments. But a good example that I've heard of is when you have, like, let's say a minor setback, you don't let that defeat you. Like, let's say that when you have a car, right, and the tire pops, do you really, like, go out of your way to try to make things worse and remove all the other tires because one popped? No, you fix the fucking tire. It's just like that's the way I look at life now, because that's a really good point. It's like you don't end up stopping your normal lives because one little thing inconveniences you, and it's all about your mindset. So what I encourage you guys to do at the end of the day, at the end of this video, is whatever is that one thing that you truly want to get done, whether it's a necessity or a want, make it happen. I believe in you guys to do it. I know you believe in yourselves to do it. And we all have to agree to stop being lazy and get shit done. So make me a promise and I'll make you a promise. We are both going to try to bust our asses to get this goal done. Whatever this goal is, we're going to get it done together. And we're going to keep each other in check because we are good like that. So my goal at the end of the day today was to get this YouTube video to you guys, alongside all my other goals. I'm going to continue to pursue all my other goals. But for today, let's just say as an example, was this YouTube video. I put up my end of the bargain, now it's your turn. Whatever is that your goal that you want to do, if you want to end up going to hang out with somebody and you want to end up letting them know how you feel about a certain way, or if you want to end up losing weight, or if you want to try to make a YouTube video that's like extremely popular, whatever it is that your goal is, do it. And you will see it happen, because whatever you manifest in your head will manifest into your real life. Anyways, guys, this is today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching, and peace out.